So this is a program from your textbook that I really like. So let's read through it and try to see what it's going to do. So first thing over here is that we're going to import turtle. We're going to set the window to be turtle.screen, right? We haven't had to do this, but look what the next line is. Window.background color is equal to light green. So let's go ahead and just simply create the turtle over here and do this. This effectively comments out the rest of the program. It just doesn't, the program thinks it's a string literal that we don't do anything with, so it effectively does nothing. So it's effectively comments out all the lines. It's a bit easier than putting a pound sign in front of everything. So run this, and we see what those first couple of lines do, which is that we've got import turtle, we create the window, and we say background color is equal to light green. I could set it up so that something like yellow instead. Boom. Bit eye-jarring, but hey, we'll do that. And then we can say, and so now let's go on with the rest of the program. So this is the big use of having a screen, which is being able to set stuff in the back. Eventually, we'll be working on a hurricane tracker, which will be using. You'll see how we can set the background of our program to look like the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico area. So here we've created our turtle. We've named it Tess. And so now, let's go ahead and take a look at everything else. So first things first, we set up a distance variable, and we store 5 in it. Then we tell pen to put her, tell Tess to put her pen up. And so then we say, repeat the following 30 times. So, I hear my son. Sorry, had to jump away for a second to help my toddler with the TV. So, we're going to repeat this 30 times. Size is going to be equal to 5. So what are we going to do? We tell Tess to do a belly flop, then move forward 5 or however many is currently stored in distance. Then we tell Tess to move right 24 degrees. So have her turn to the right 24 degrees, and then say, well, you moved a bit this time. I just want you to move a smidge more the next time. So let's just go ahead and throw that into the calculator for a second to see its effect. Right? 24 degrees. And let's see how that relates to 360. 360 divided by 24. 360, I said divide by 24. So this goes in 15 times, which means that basically once we turn right 24 times, we'll be facing the same way we started, which means this should basically do 2 full circles. Except it's going to be more of a spiral because we're getting bigger, we're moving more and more. See? 1 circle, 2 circle. If we move it up to 45, we should get a similar effect. Right? The only thing you have to really remember about this is that it's 360 degrees that's important here. Right? 24 times 15 gives you 360 degrees. That's how you know you're making a full rotation. So it's doing that circle just 24 degrees at a time. That's really cool. We could make this a bit more. We could make this a bit of a tighter circle by doing, let's see what happens when we do 12. Or rather, not tight, but a wider circle, right? Because we are going through and only turning a little bit each time. So it took us 30 stamps to get to 360. So if we wanted to make it a bit tighter, we'd want to go to 48. See what happens happens here. So that becomes a lot of a tighter circle. And that becomes a very interesting pattern. Let's go ahead and change blue test into a triangle. And see what happens as a result. That looks pretty nice. Pretty cool, actually. So there's a lot that's really cool that you can do with turtles. So next video, I'm going to go and look at some more. We're going to look at more options for what we can draw with turtles. More examples.